Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, you know how we do it here. As you come online, please give the video a like and also do leave a comment below and let me know where you are watching me from. So if we are meeting for the first time, my name is Ivam Tali and here we talk about mostly life abroad. We talk about moving abroad, working abroad, and studying abroad. So if any of those topics sound exciting to you, you want to make sure you are subscribed to the channel and also hit the notification bell. It is on the right hand side of the subscribe button so that every single time I shoot a new video, you do not miss out. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at how you can immigrate to Canada with your boyfriend. And this video has been informed by the last live we had. If you guys remember, we had Ade here on the channel. He had immigrated from Nigeria to Canada on a work visa, and he moved with his spouse. So some of you sent me messages on my DMs and they were asking, Eva, what if we are not legally married? How can we immigrate to Canada? I just want to move with my boyfriend. How do we go about that? So one thing about Canada, when it comes to immigrating with your spouse, it can either be a husband or a wife, or what they call anyone you are with in a common law relationship. So this is where your boyfriend would fall in. So in the immigration context, a common law relationship means that a couple have lived together for at least 1 year in a conjugal relationship. So you know what I mean by conjugal. And so basically the good thing about Canada, I don't know if this is good or bad, but for my alphabet community viewers, is that for Canada, they don't choose your common law partner. Your husband, your wife could be woman, woman, man, 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 woman, woman, man. Like they don't really care as long as you can prove that there is a relationship there. So what needs to happen is that the common law relationship must exist from the day on which the two individuals can provide evidence to support their cohabitation in a conjugal relationship. So you must be able to prove. Remember, I say here on the channel, if it's not on paper, it didn't happen. Yeah, and that basically applies to most of these countries. So the onus is on you as the applicant to prove that you have been living together in common law for at least 1 year before you submit your application to CPCM. Yeah, so make sure that you can prove and give evidence of the two of you having been in a common law relationship. So for you to move with your boyfriend to Canada, remember, when it comes to common law, it is legally a de facto relationship. And what that means is that it must be established on an individual case-by-case basis. It's not like marriage, for example, which is legally a de jure relationship, which means that it has been established in law. So if I say I'm married and I can produce a certificate, there's really nothing else I need to prove, whether we don't live together, as long as a certificate. But when it comes to moving with your boyfriend, moving with this person, you come with stay in a come with stay relationship, then you have to prove that you guys have indeed been living in a conjugal relationship for at least 1 year. So cohabitation basically means you have been living together, and the two people who are cohabiting have combined their affairs and set up their household together in one unit or one dwelling. So to be considered common law partners, you must have cohabited for at least 1 year. So this is a standard definition used across the Canadian federal government. So if you want to move to Canada with your boyfriend, let's say if it is on a work visa or if it is on any of the economic immigration pathways, then you have to prove that indeed you guys have cohabited for 1 year, and this must be one full year, not intermittent cohabitation adding up to 1 year. Like let's say we lived in 2020, we were together for 5 months, 2021 for 3 months, and 2022 for 2 months. No, it has to be continuous, non-intermittent cohabitation for up to 1 year. And the continuous nature of the cohabitation is a universal understanding based on case law. So while cohabiting means living together continuously, from time to time, one or the other partner may have left the home for work or business or travel or family obligations and so on. So the separation must be temporary and short. So your boyfriend that you want to move with in Canada, or your girlfriend that you want to move with in Canada, must be somebody who you have been living with for at least 1 year. So what documents can you give to demonstrate that indeed you guys are in a common law relationship? So of course, number one, you have to provide proof of cohabitation that indeed you guys have been living together in one dwelling for at least 1 year continuously. So some of the documents you can provide is a lease or rental agreement showing that you and your partner share the same address. So make sure when you come into a lease agreement for a rental property, make sure that the both of you have your names on that lease agreement if it is a rental. And then you're talking about utility bills, water, electricity, gas, what else? Telephone, internet bills. Make sure it has the both of your names. You can submit bank statements showing that you guys share a bank account. And remember, all these things must be for at least 1 year. And then you could also have joint financial documents. This could include a joint bank accounts. You could have joint credit cards. You could have investments that are in the both of your names. Yeah. So if let's say it's a land title deed, it must have been held for at least 1 year. And then you can also have statutory declarations of your common law relationship. So this is a legal document where you and your partner swear or affirm, like an affidavit in front of a notary public or a commission of oaths, that you have been living together for at least 12 months in a marriage-like relationship. What I mean by conjugal relationship. You know what I mean by conjugal? Like you don't deny each other conjugal rights, like you give each other your conjugal rights. And then you could also submit photos and other evidence of your relationship. So this could include photos of you and your partner together. It could show travel documents showing that you have taken trips together, and other evidence to prove that you guys are in a committed relationship. There could also be letters that are written by people that know both of you, and they can attest to the fact that you have been living together in a marriage-like relationship. You could also save things like your WhatsApp chats. You could save your emails that you send to each other. You can, like Instagram posts, those comments, those sweet nothings you post on each other's, or you comment on each other's posts. Those could be used as evidence. So generally, make sure that whatever it is you are submitting for proof of common law partnership with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, is something that can prove that you guys have been together for at least 1 year. So another question that came up is whereby the sponsor or the common law partner is legally married to another person, but they want to immigrate with their boyfriend or their girlfriend. So generally, what happens is that persons who are married to third parties may be considered common law partners, provided their marriage has broken and they have lived separately and apart from their spouse for at least 1 year. So let's say if I am married, but I want to immigrate to Canada under common law partnership with somebody else, then I have to prove that the marriage has broken down and we have lived separately with each other, with the spouse for at least 1 year, during which time we must have cohabited in a conjugal relationship with the common law partner. So that's what you need to prove, that this marriage indeed is no longer, so even though it's still on paper, it shows that you guys are married, but you must show with party C that you guys have been in a conjugal relationship for at least 1 year. So when the sponsor is, so this is for the part whereby this is the one who's in a common law relationship. So cohabitation with a common law partner can only be considered to have started once a physical separation from this spouse has happened. And then when the sponsor is legally married to someone else, then the IRCC Canada must be convinced that the sponsor is separated from and no longer cohabits with the legal spouse. So the same restriction applies to the applicant, and basically you just have to prove that for 1 year, within 1 year from when you're submitting your application, that you guys have been cohabiting together, and if you're legally married, you're no longer with the other person. So other documents you can submit to for additional evidence could be, there could be a signed formal declaration that the marriage has ended and that the person has entered into common law relationship, what I'm talking about, like the affidavit. And then there could be a separation agreement. You could also submit a court order in respect of custody of children, which can be used to substantiate that the marriage actually broke down. And then you can also submit documents removing the legally married spouse from insurance policies or wills as beneficiaries. So this is what we call a change of beneficiary form. So those are some of the these are some of the documents that you can submit to prove that you are in a common law or conjugal partner relationship with this other person. So that's basically how you can immigrate to Canada with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend. It's through the common law relationship route, whereby one of your, if it's your boyfriend or girlfriend, is sponsoring you. So those are the documents you can submit to show evidence of your relationship. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you found this video helpful. Please share it. Leave a comment below. Let me know where you are watching me from. And please remember to give the video a thumbs up. I will see you on the next one. Bye.